Okay, I got about 12 hours to study for this test. You know what? I think I'm going to ace it this time. What chapter was I on? Screw it. I think I have, well, I've got like 12 hours. Why don't I just watch some Netflix? I could get at least one episode in.
5 hours later.
Look familiar? Pff, not this year. I'm going to show you some of my tips to help get you through university, and you're going to kill it. It's that time again, and yes, unfortunately, we're getting close to school season. That can bring up nerves, anxieties, depression, all that kind of stuff because people don't come prepared or they had a bad experience in the past, etc. This year is not going to be that year because I'm going to show you how you can succeed in school without having to be smart. Did you just say without being smart? Yes, I did. Because realistically, I'm not that smart a dude, but yet for some reason when I'm in school, I seem to do very well. Why? Because I've learned some of these amazing secrets that I'm going to share with you that help me get through it with the least amount of effort possible. So let's bring these C's up to A's, let's get the teachers loving you, let's get your classmates hating you but still trying to ask you for advice for some strange reason, and let's get you enjoying this semester. Okay, so first a couple of ones that you've probably heard before, but I'm just going to give you a few more examples and give you a couple more ideas to expand on it. For example, time management. You should be scheduling time for classes, assignments, tests, fun time for yourself, including time for work if you so choose to work during the school year. The easiest way to do that for me is not actually writing it on paper like some channels would recommend. I would actually say putting it in an app that you can have on either your phone, your laptop, or both. The app that I actually recommend personally, I don't know if it's still being made or being supported, that kind of thing, but the one that's gotten me through my first 2 years of school is called Wonderlust, and I'll leave it right up here. Basically, it's just an app that you can put all of your scheduled things on, and then you can give it a little tick once you've done it, and then you get that little audible ding, which is super satisfying for some reason. Don't worry about it. Just trust me, it works, and I promise it feels good seeing a list this big go to a list that's this big. I don't know why, but studies show that that helps some people just get that list down just a little bit quicker. Here's another obvious one. Show the f up to class! You have no idea how many times I hear people complaining saying that they're doing so crap in school, and yet for some reason I never see them sitting next to me. Why? Because they don't feel it's necessary to show up. They're like, let's just sleep in today. Or, I'm kind of not feeling it today. But I'm really not sure why I failed that assignment. Somebody is paying for you to be there. If you show up, even just the fact of you sitting there and making that conscious effort, you will be hearing the professor speak to you and teach you that way. Even if you gain nothing from it, trust me, you inherently will. Why? Because that's just another medium that you can learn from. And one of the best ways of learning is having multiple different mediums, from sitting in class, taking notes, listening to it, hearing it, reading it, doing it, all that kind of thing. If you clump all those together, you will learn better. Trust me. Okay, next up. This one's gonna sound kind of counterintuitive because I'm guessing a lot of your other classmates aren't doing this. Don't be afraid to take breaks. Yes, me personally, I can't do anything. I can't sit down, study any of that for longer than 15-20 minutes at a time. Studies have shown that after about 45 minutes, you lose focus. And anything past that, you're not actually learning anything and you're just wasting time. So instead, take a break, go walk your dog, get yourself some food, maybe go exercise, go for a walk around the block, get some fresh air, do any of that, but just don't be that guy that sits staring at his textbook for 4 hours. After 45 minutes, I can guarantee you, you have learned nothing and you have just completely wasted your time. So piggybacking off of that last one, study effectively. Now what I don't mean by that is I don't mean just sit there and read and be super laser focused. Because realistically, that's not gonna happen. People lose focus and there are better ways to do it. So what do I mean by study effectively? There are tons of different ways you can learn things. You can do it through writing things down, through hearing it, through reading it, through speaking it. Yes, you can even learn while you sleep. If you want more on this, comment down below and I'll make a separate video on different ways to learn because yes, all of these are super helpful and can save you a lot of time. Also, if there's a large body of information you need to memorize, there are so many mnemonics that you can learn that are just super helpful, make studying way more fun and way more effective. I don't have that kind of time to go through all those in this video, but if you leave a comment down below and you say, hey, I want to learn some of these things, let me know and I'll make it happen. However, one thing that I can discuss in this video is practice tests. So many studies have shown that if you do practice tests, you will do better on your tests. Why? Because you have to recall that information, you get used to making the right answers to the right questions, and it forms these connections in your brain in a very, very productive way. Next up, you know all those simple assignments that all these professors have that are worth like 1%, 2%, maybe 5%, that you just kind of blow off because you think, oh, they're so small, they're so insignificant, they're not really helpful at all? Well, I'm going to be telling you to do those. Why? Because, put it this way, if you get 2% on assignment here, 5% on assignment here, 1% on an assignment here, that might have taken you maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, that is 5, 10%-ish that you don't have to worry about on a test. So for example, you have a large test coming up or a really hard paper you have to write, that almost gives you a bit of leeway, right? Because, oh, you know, if I get maybe 5% off on this paper, it's no big deal because I made that 5% up over here in a way easier way. These last 3 tips are going to be lumped into one, and they're kind of things that you should be doing all the time anyway, but they become so crucial and so important when you're in school. Yes, that's to sleep, eat, and still maintain physical activity. Why? Because there are so many proven benefits to having a combination of all of these 3 and taking care of all of them. You feel better, you feel more rejuvenated, more happy, all that kind of stuff, which leads to better performance on tests, assignments, homework, even showing up to class because you're going to be more happy, you're going to have more energy, and it's just going to be a spiral effect that is fantastic. Don't be having any of those 3 a.m. study sessions. You need sleep. You can learn while you sleep. So why the hell would you not take advantage of that and actually get 7 to 9 hours sleep like is recommended for our age group? Yes, you perform better when you sleep. Also, don't be eating all that junk food. Say you're living on campus and you can't afford much else, well, just do the best you can there. But if you're living at home, there is no reason why you shouldn't be eating good foods because you'll just have that much more energy, and again, it's that much more helpful while you're in school because school is draining. You need that energy. That is why I also say physical activity is important to keep up. It still gives you that break away from school, and it gives you the chance to do something healthy for yourself, and it just gives your mind that little mental break from all that hard assignment. That was a lot of information. If you take even half of those steps, you are going to be so much better off this semester in school, and trust me, you will thank me for it. If you can implement all of those, I guarantee you, you're going to have a successful school year. Honest to God, you do not have to be smart to do well in school. It is set up in a way that if you do well on tests, you do well on papers, you're going to do well in school. It's just about teaching yourself that discipline and getting yourself to do things properly and effectively. If you want to learn anything else, please leave a comment down below. I will happily make a video of it. Let's get this going and let's get you having a successful year in university. Thank you for watching, guys, and have an awesome day.